The God is Rising on New York Television.
Hello, and welcome to the Goddess Rising Show. I am your host, Laura Hosford, and thank you for joining me today. Just approaching here on a beautiful day here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're getting lots of rain here, but much needed. And we're about to enter into the Christmas Eve here tomorrow. So I hope wherever you are in the world that you are enjoying your holiday season, whether you are Christian or celebrating Hanukkah or other customs around the world. I hope this is a very special time for you and your family and coming together to enjoy the holidays together as a community with friends, with family, and sharing the love. And today on the Goddess Rising show, that is the theme for our show today is I just felt like really talking a little bit about a message that would be applicable. It's certainly something that came up today for me in my own heart space. And I just thought that it would be great to talk about loving kindness and the concept around loving kindness today. It just seems like to me that with the holiday season here, wherever you are in the world, and however you celebrate that, um, it's a beautiful time to begin to really reflect, do some inner reflection, and to really kind of take maybe a step back and look at, um, perhaps in our own world, our own inner space, our own inner world, um, whether or not we're really being able to touch into that space of loving kindness. I think one of my mentors, my own personal mentors, includes the beautiful Mary Magdalene, who was a goddess and a priestess, and has certainly taught me a lot over the last few years. And I remember her sharing with me this whole concept of loving kindness and how it really always starts with us first. And I know it can be even sometimes a stretch for us to even, perhaps we may even struggle around the word love. And, perhaps, um, what does that really mean? And how do we really ground that in? And, for me, for a long time, it was more of an intellectual place of being, I think, in the early part of my life. But I was always looking and searching and maybe even grasping too about wanting to really embody the true vibration of love and really kind of bring it into my world in a more grounded way. And so, for the last several years, that has been, and certainly still is, part of my own journey to begin to really do that more and more and to model that frequency, if you will, the best that I can. And so I think sometimes it can be a stretch. It can be a stretch, with the daily our daily world today with being so fast paced and so many demands that we have, so many obligations, so many expectations that we have. And with us, also on our spiritual path, our spiritual journey of growing into really bringing in more of that divinity, that part of us that, when I say divinity, is already whole, already complete, that part of us that has never really left the heart of God, that unique, special part of us that represents the Divine Mother and the Divine Father and those beautiful qualities. And so, at this very special time in our evolution, we are now merging more of our divine self, our true self, perhaps you call it your higher self, your God self. And, we can still have days where we feel like we're not maybe even able to even get close to the vibration of love. And so I think on those particular days is when I really reach for just the goal of being kind to myself. I feel like that kindness is almost something that can be, more obtainable some days, really, than trying to really love myself. And just, when I say being kind, it's being kind, about how I'm treating myself, emotionally, mentally, physically, in all ways. And I think that kindness is something that once we begin to, or we can embrace the thought of embracing kindness for ourselves, because I believe that everything starts on the inside of us and then radiates outward into our world. That once we begin to open and embrace the whole concept of kindness, then and being kind to ourselves, it naturally is going to spill over into those around us, in with our family, our friends, our community, um, because it all really truly starts within our own heart. And so I think today in our world that we could really use a lot more kindness or loving kindness. With all the chaos going on, lots of opinions, lots of conversations, lots of information going on out there. There's just a lot going on, a lot of chaos going on, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, a lot of not knowing where we're kind of being led in a sense in the world, because we've got some pretty big problems that we have got to solve. um, and I know that we can do that. I know that we can do that, and that we all have beautiful gifts. We all have a genius within us that can be expressed as we come together to find these beautiful solutions to take our world into perhaps, more loving kindness, where we can begin to see each other in a new way, to see each other through, not just through our own eyes, but begin to see through beyond the human eyes and be able to see from this higher perspective of our soul. And with this, starting with even just seeing our own life, through this filter of our soul, and seeing ourselves with more kindness, with more love, and letting ourselves off the hook, so to speak. Not being so harsh on ourselves, not being so critical or judgmental, or holding ourselves to perhaps impossible expectations or even unrealistic expectations, and just really allowing ourselves to be held, as a human too, and having a lot of compassion, for that human side, because we're not meant to be perfect. And, it's a beautiful thing to be imperfectly perfect, if you will. And, in those moments, in those occasions, when we can just remind ourselves, hey, lighten up, and literally lightening up can bring us into this vibration of love as we release um, the denseness, if you will, the harshness, um, the imperfections, the uncomfortableness, the mistakes, the failures, the whatever whatever it is that keeps kind of keeping you in a cycle and looping and looping and looping of perhaps never able to come into this place that you were meant to be, and you are definitely seen through the eyes of love, through what I like to say, all that is, or Mother, Father, Creator. And so, as I was saying, Mary Magdalene gave me this beautiful, beautiful understanding about loving kindness a couple of years ago. And what she shared with me was that, as we are able to embrace this within ourselves first and begin to see our own lives through the lens of loving kindness, means letting go of any judgment or expectations of what's happening on the external. Because in truth, everything that's happening on the external is really coming out of the foundation of unconditional love, of love. And the creator of all of life, the one source of life, it's my belief, loves us all unconditionally every single day, in every moment. And is always reaching out to us through our heart space to help us to be a little kinder, to be a little more loving, to be a little bit more graceful and gentle. And these are certainly the beautiful energies of the divine feminine and the divine mother that again, as you begin to open your heart and you begin to allow more of those energies to just grace your life. And you can just do that through simply just saying yes and opening up your heart and just allowing those energies to come in and allowing them to let you off the hook, to bring you grace, to bring you to a place of surrendering and saying, I don't know everything that's going to happen, but I trust. I trust that there is a divine flow from my life, that there is a higher force, a higher power that loves me unconditionally and is kind, benevolent, and is always there for me. And once we can begin to really align with that, intention, that prayer, then that's what we begin to see. That's what we begin to bring through the lens of our own human eyes as well as our own soul eyes. And they begin to merge, they begin to overlap. And then this begins to bring you deeper into your heart space of really remembering and awakening to this beautiful energy that's always there for you, no matter what's happening in your world. Because each of us are so truly individual and special in our own unique way. We all have created beautiful experiences through our own soul's journey and sojourn through time. And so we don't always know what it's like to walk another person's shoes. We see through the lens of our own journeys. And so when we can really just step into and begin to allow more kindness, more love, then I think that can help to overlap us, to begin to really connect in a deeper way through our heart and begin to have more understanding, to begin to bring in and really dive into the gray areas, instead of, everything being so stark, this way or that way. There's lots of gray area there for us to explore in the deeper levels underneath of the surface. And that's where I think Mary Magdalene was really pointing me to, is that, begin to really dive deeper into the understanding of this person and what's happening in their world. And I think that can really bring us into a new place of having empathy as well for others. So I would love to hear your comments about this and your experiences about this as well. And if you'd like to leave a comment or a question, please do so under this video. And also, I thought for today, I would love to share with you a beautiful meditation that I did a few years ago, back in the solstice of 2015. And we just passed through the solstice, which in the northern hemisphere is the shortest day of the year, and then in the southern hemisphere is the longest day of the year, over the 20th. And we're now headed into the beautiful new energies of an eclipse here coming in after Christmas, and then headed on into I think we'll be going into the portal of a new moon and then a full moon. So during this time, it's a very, very powerful time. And so I'd like to just take you through this brief grounding meditation and take you through a releasing process. And it's a simple 3-step process. So if you don't understand everything that I'm taking you through, that's fine. You can just open your heart to receive what's for your highest good. So I'll just invite you now to close your eyes and just begin to open to your breath and connecting with your breath. And your breath connects you deeply into not only your spirit, as you bring in the spirit that's running through the life, the essence of you, into your body. Beautiful. So now I'll just find yourself in a comfortable position, feet flat on the floor, or if you're sitting on the floor, you're lying down, whatever's most comfortable for you. And just begin, as I said, to begin to connect more deeply with your own breath. As you connect with your own breath, just bring your hand to your heart Begin to bring all the energy down from your head down into your heart. And now just imagine all the energy going all the way down the body, down the hips and the legs, and just grounding all the energy into the bottom of your feet. And now just imagine that there's beautiful waves of light expanding around your feet. You're becoming lighter and lighter. Just imagine this light reaching all the way down into the center of Mother Earth, into her core star heart. As you do, just begin to feel how there's a rhythm here within your own heartbeat, beating and pulsing to the same rhythm of the universe, and also connecting in to the beautiful rhythm of Mother Earth. And now that rhythm connects with your own beautiful breath, and you become one with this rhythm. Beautiful. And now just begin to imagine that there's a rose about 4 feet out in front of you, just whatever color, and give this rose a grounding cord, and it connects all the way into Mother Earth. Now, with your intention, just allow your rose to become saturated with the energy of your own divine and sacred contract. And you may not know what that is, and that's okay. You don't have to know. You just set the intention. Just begin to see or feel or hear your rose now expanding, and noticing how it may be showing up with a particular color, a feeling tone, perhaps even a sound. Just go with the flow of it. Whatever's happening is perfect for you. Now bring your attention to the top of your head or crown center, and just allow the energy of this rose, this energy that holds your divine mission and contract, begin to allow it to flow in and through your body. Allow it to flow down all of your 7 chakras that run down from the top of your head all the way down to the base of your sacrum. And see this color, this energy, this feeling, this vibration expanding out into your aura that is around your body, your energy bodies. And just notice for a moment where this energy is vibrating and flowing very freely. But notice if it may be meeting some places of resistance too. And just for a moment, just turn your attention to wherever you might feel some resistance, some stuckness, some slowness in your body. And as you do that now, we're going to imagine bringing in a vortex around your body and being. Allow this vortex to spin counterclockwise. As you do, just with your intention, begin to allow this vortex of energy to release any energies of resistance, any energies that are not yours, that don't match your beautiful energetic vibration. Any energies or pictures that belong to other people, it's their energies, not your energies. And just imagine all this energy spinning down this vortex. It's spinning deep down into Mother Earth, where she will take the energy and she will transform it. You can either feel or see or sense with your imagination all of this energy being burned up and then recycled back into pure silver golden energy. All of this silver golden energy is now just recycling up, coming into the crown of your head. This represents the highest vibration of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies. Begin to allow these energies to fill up those spaces that you just released, the energy of resistance. It's like filling you up from head to toe 100%, filling up every cell and every space in between, just lighting up your spiritual DNA, bringing alive all of the remembrance and the awakening in your own cells, your own DNA, of what you came here to do. What did you come here to do in 2020? And we'll ask in your angels, your archangels, your ascended masters, your divine teams of light, and your higher self Begin to bring this information down, bring it down into your pineal chakra at the center of your head. Begin to spin that information in and down your chakras, into your cells, awakening them to remember whatever that mission is, whatever that contract was, the new contract that you are about to bring in 2020. What did you come here to do? And we'll ask for that to be very, very clear for you as well. And now we're going to ask you now to bring you into alignment with your multidimensional self, your higher self, your true self. Begin to align your divine will center, which is at the throat chakra, your divine higher mind, which is your crown, both your crown and your third eye. And begin to align all this energy all the way down to the second chakra, the sacral chakra, this chakra that is where we have either a dantian if you're a man or a womb if you're a woman. And just begin to allow all this energy to align up perfectly. And we're now going to bring in the crystal river, which is the crystal river is your abundance, your prosperity. It's a flow that runs between the second chakra and your high heart. And you can kind of see it. It's a figure 8 now flowing, a golden figure 8 outlined by silver energy, which is the divine mother's energy, the divine feminine. And we're going to ask that that energy be totally aligned with the Mother Earth's energy, the Schumann field of light, the Schumann frequency. Beautiful. And now keeping your feet firmly grounded and implanted on Mother Earth so that you're feeling comfortable and safe to be in your body. And now just begin with your imagination to begin to see colors, to begin to see shapes, to begin to see words, to begin to see everything now forming in front of you, right in front of you. This kind of bubble or Visca Pisces forming, an oval shape. And everything that you're here to create for 2020, what you're here to bring in, that unique, beautiful puzzle piece, to bring your genius, your gifts, it's now all forming in the bubble, in the middle of this bubble. And just ask for all of that information to be brought in by your higher self, and to be fully integrated into your heart. So see all of that information now coming back into your heart, and all of it being totally just integrated with your heart. Beautiful. Awakening your divine mission, giving you clarity, giving you permission, giving you confidence. Just really raising your energy up so that you feel so free and you feel so empowered that there's nothing in your way. There's nothing stopping you, because truly there isn't. You don't feel any doubts. You don't feel any dense energies. You just feel light. You feel good. You feel free. And now we're going to anchor all of this in. So I want you to hold that feeling and keep your eyes closed on the vision as you just really ground in your sacred contract with heaven now, your divine mission. And I'm going to read this prayer. This is a prayer for guidance from Jesus, Yeshua. So just take the words of this into your body and being, into your heart. Walk forward into the light of your being, cosmic child of the universe, returning to the innocence of your soul. Allow your sacred heart to guide you now. Your light shines bright for you to see what you need to see, what you need to hear, what you need to know, what you need to feel. Spread your wings and take flight. You are the light. Open your heart for all to see what you need to see, feel, and know. Ask for your divine guidance now to be revealed, and embrace it fully with arms wide open. You receive it into your soul with ease and grace. Give thanks and praise, holy blessings to thee, and so be it, and so it is. It is done, it is done, it is done, by the power of 3. Trinity. Amen. So just take a big deep breath, letting all of that energy accumulate within you, allowing it to flow in and through you, seeing yourself walking forward into a beautiful golden path, totally nurtured, supported by not only your higher self, your true self, but your angels, your archangels, your ascended teams of light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and see that you are totally empowered to do what you came here to do. And you have full permission by your own authority to be your authentic self and to be it and to radiate love and to radiate kindness wherever you go. Taking a big deep breath in, beloved. Breathing out. Beautiful. And just coming back. Thank you so much for joining me today on Goddess Rising and bringing your beautiful energy, your love, and support. And if you like this video, I'd really appreciate you liking and sharing it. It will be posted also on my YouTube channel as well. And thank you so much. I welcome your comments, your questions, and sending you lots of love to you and yours to enjoy. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you again soon. All right. Bye-bye for now.